He's loving, he's kind, he's compassionate, he's happy, he's well-behaved, well-mannered, so bright. He started reading chapter books when he was like 3 or 4. He is so brilliant, and so beautiful.
Now, he's fighting for his.
Is so heavily sedated and in a coma due to all of this, which I'm thankful that he doesn't have to be awake for it, because the pain would be too much to bear for anyone, never mind a 7-year-old boy.
The events that transpired in Jaevion's life during his final days especially were nothing short of gruesome. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and please subscribe if you have not already. Some details of this case may be overwhelming, therefore viewer discretion is strongly advised. On January 17, 2023 at about 10:45 a.m., Manchester, New Hampshire police responded to a call of a minor in distress on Eastern Avenue, according to authorities. They found 7-year-old Jaevion Riley unconscious and not breathing, with significant burns to his face and body. He was transported to a hospital in Manchester, but due to the extent of injuries that he suffered and sustained, the 7-year-old was taken to Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston for further treatment. There, medical professionals found additional injuries. Medical examination showed he had burns on 15 to 20% of his body, in addition to more than 30 loop marks with broken skin. Jaevion's mother, Raina Riley, received a call from the Manchester Police Department explaining that her son had been hospitalized. He was in a coma and being treated for skull and rib fractures, bleeding in the brain, lung injuries, second-degree burns, and more. According to documents, some of the injuries were caused by being immersed in scalding hot water. He had to be resuscitated twice. Jaevion's mother said doctors told her to prepare for the worst, and that if her son woke up from the coma, he'd have minimal brain function.
He's getting the best care in the world that he could possibly get right now.
Raina Riley says she's doing all she can to remain strong for her son. She shared this photo of 7-year-old Jaevion in Boston's Mass General Hospital after police say he was seriously burned on his face and body.
He has a skull fracture, a brain injury, blunt force trauma to the head, rib fractures. He died 2 times and had to be resuscitated with CPR and medication to be brought back to life.
2 days after Jaevion was admitted, his biological father, Murtada Muhammad, was arrested and charged with first-degree assault, second-degree assault, falsifying physical evidence, and endangering the welfare of a child. When officers got to the apartment where Muhammad's mother also resided in order to arrest him, he was allegedly moving out. He was appointed a public defender, and at a hearing the following day, Murtada waived his arraignment and was held on preventative detention.
The boy's mom, Raina, tells News 9 he's in serious condition and is being treated at Mass General Hospital. She was teary-eyed in the courtroom on Friday, telling us they're preparing for the worst.
Very good boy, and kind, very quiet, respecter. I can't believe that what's going on to him.
One of Muhammad's neighbors told us her son is very good friends with Jaevion and they play together after school. She said he doesn't understand where his friend is or what happened.
He asked me, where JJ, Mom? Where him? He gonna go to school tomorrow?
This community is shaken by these allegations, hugging their kids tighter tonight and praying for this little boy's recovery.
I was just inside laying down getting ready for work that morning, and while a kid was getting hurt, and I had no idea. And so now I think about my kids.
According to documents, he told first responders he'd put a pot of hot water on the stove to make oatmeal, then got into the shower before his son got hurt. He claimed, therefore, that he did not see what happened. This story didn't add up to the first responders though, and they noted there was no evidence to suggest that someone had just taken a shower. That wasn't the end of the inconsistencies in his statements, however. He also said The child had fallen and hit his head on a speaker. The man later told officers that he used force and hot water as forms of discipline, according to an arrest warrant application. After testing the faucet water, police found that its highest temperature was 153.8 degrees. The documents indicated that Muhammad told police Jaevion kept lying to him, so he wanted to teach him a lesson. Muhammad allegedly put his son in the shower and told him to, quote, take it like a man before turning on the hot water. Additionally, investigators found a crack in the shower and alleged that Muhammad told them Jaevion might have fallen and hit his head there.
Jaevion lives with his father, Murtada Muhammad, who initially told police Jaevion had been accidentally burned while playing near a pot of boiling water on the stove. But according to a police report, Muhammad later admitted he used a charging cord to strike Jaevion numerous times as a form of discipline, and that he moved on to using hot water in the shower. The report says Muhammad told police his kid kept lying to him and he wanted him to learn his lesson.
I feel just really numb. Like, I just don't know how to feel. I just feel so empty and so destroyed.
Riley's mother, Raina, shared that she had previously contacted the New Hampshire Division for Children, Youth and Families, DCYF, to raise concerns about Muhammad, who had gotten joint custody of Jaevion a few months prior. Raina said she had reported finding bruises on her son, but according to the mother, the agency did not do enough to address her complaints.
It is so infuriating because this could have completely been prevented.
On the night Muhammad was arrested, Jaevion's mother, Jaevion Riley, said she raised concerns with DCYF about Muhammad, who she shares custody with. She says she noticed bruises on her son, but claims the agency did not do enough to address those complaints.
I've talked to everybody I can, reached out to anybody, and the system completely failed my child.
1 week following hospitalization, sadly, Jaevion was pronounced gone at the hospital. As of this video, the official cause and manner of his passing are still under investigation, and final autopsy results are not expected for several months, according to officials. Jaevion was described as loving, kind, compassionate, happy, well-behaved, well-mannered, and oh so bright. New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu also released a statement regarding Jaevion's passing, in which he said the tragic circumstances would be thoroughly investigated, and he was confident justice would be served.
It's still being actively investigated. We're awaiting the autopsy results and the cause and manner of Jaevion's death.
Prosecutors tell us it could be months before we have those answers in the death of 7-year-old Jaevion Riley.
Because his death occurred in Massachusetts, the Massachusetts Medical Examiner's Office would be the agency that conducts the autopsy.
The results of that could take months due to the testing and analysis required. The governor saying in a statement, Jaevion was taken from this world far too soon. His tragic death will be thoroughly investigated, and I am confident that justice will be served.
We're involved in a criminal investigation. DCYF is involved in a very different type of investigation.
Earlier this week, the governor's office said it had been in contact with DCYF about this case. In a statement to News 9, that agency would not speak specifically about this case, but says there is a formal review process anytime a critical incident like this occurs.
Could include a severe injury or death of a child, parent fatality, and things that are in the media that the media is aware of in regards to child safety.
Those reviews then identify areas of improvements for whichever agency is involved.
So it's really just ensuring that that all are aware of the process as a process of not shaming or blaming a direct individual, but having these agencies come together and take a look at ways that they can work better to serve the general public.
Subsequent to Jaevion's passing, the New Hampshire Attorney General's Office and Manchester Police, in a joint release, announced they were considering Jaevion's passing suspicious and confirmed the investigation is ongoing. Manchester PD officials are asking that anyone who may have information regarding the incident contact the department at 603-668-8711 or the Manchester Crime Line at 603-624-4040. May the family and friends of Jaevion Riley find solace in the happy memories, and may his soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.